About at the last meeting was, and before I got here, was review of the stop signs and yield signs throughout Canisteo. Since then, since the last meeting, we have had some correspondence. And I've drove through some of these to see myself. I had the hat bus almost hit me on Russell Street because it's a stop sign here, but not here. They're stopped at the stop sign. They just assumed it was a four-way stop. And I mean, literally, I thought for sure they were going to hit me. So there's a few. Top Prospect, very dangerous. There's no stop sign and people all the time pulling out. We know whether there's stop signs, yield signs, people have to use some common sense, but if they have an accident, we could be, as a village, held liable. So I know this has come up before. We haven't gone any further with it, but I do think this time we really need to talk about this as a board and determine. My question to you is, to add a stop sign or a yield sign, do we have to do anything with the code book?
Yes.
Yes. So, and we're not quite sure that full process as far as...
Well, we gotta have a public hearing, then you have a code change, and then you enact it.
What would you say the cost was on last time we did it? There was a...
About $1,200 change code.
1,200.
Maybe per sign, or we could include several signs in one go?
Per change of code, so we could do it all at once.
So if there were any other codes that we wanted to change, it has to be per code. And there may be some because we've got another one we wanted to talk about. Okay, so I think that we really need to make a decision. And so, do you guys have any other questions about this before we... Any concerns you have? A good idea, not a good idea?
Is this through Williamson Law? Where does this fee go to for the code change?
New York State.
That's to change it within the
Secretary of State.
Now I have one. You got buses running all over this village. Now you're going to ask a bus, which I know goes up Prospect, come up there in the winter time to stop. It's a school bus. Why happens you can't get going, he slides down the hill. That's why some of these hills never had stop signs.
And see, that's the information we need to know, Denny.
It's like right over by your house, going up Spring Street.
Oh, it's awful.
If people are out before I get out with a sander, and you ask them to stop there, now they go into somebody's dooryard, they slide back down.
There is a yield sign at the top of Spring.
Right.
When they come up Orchard.
But I'm talking over down where they come up Spruce.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the same way, there's a hill there.
Yeah,
Prospects.
I literally stopped myself.
That's, I mean, there was a reason why there wasn't signs at these intersections.
I drove the intersection last time we had the list. I'm not a fan of putting up stop signs and obligating people to stop here, there, and everywhere. Just like your hat bus experience. I'm not convinced that you could put a stop sign at every intersection.
Probably could. Yeah. I'm not saying that whole list needs one either.
Right.
I'm not a fan of it either. I mean, I know what streets I can go, so I don't have to stop. You know, that's what they do.
I talked to Chauncey, Gus Macker, a couple weeks ago, and he said his attitude hadn't changed.
It hadn't changed.
He said the same thing, even if there's a stop sign there, you're going to get sued.
Right. And that's exactly his feeling. It doesn't matter. You could get sued.
Yeah, that's his thing.
But would it be, could the village be more liable?
He didn't seem to think
And,
so.
well, that's not what I was told.
He said if it's been there that way for a long time, it just built your case more that nobody else has had any problems there.
Right.
Well, it was addressed to me as well that if someone does make a complaint about that and it's not addressed and something happens, then the village is liable on that aspect. And that's where I spoke, you know, with Jeff Ryan and the Ryan Agency. And that was the whole thing, is the same thing as a pothole. If person A drives over a pothole and reports it, and we don't fix that pothole, and person B drives over it, it's on the village at that point because it was reported to the village. So that's, you know, and it's just something to look at that, on that aspect. But I know I get complaints, that's the thing. But